And we are now back with more Castlevania Symphony tonight. Down here I find an iron ball, which is another throw item. Well, a use item actually. And to get through this little, I don't know what that's called. That little uplift in the ground, just transform to the bat like I did. And here we fight the boss, Count Olrox, if you haven't figured it out yet. He has a lot of health, so watch out. But he wouldn't really be that hard for me. So once you do enough damage to him, he'll transform to second form, which is this creepy looking creature. This creature only has like 2 attacks. One, it shoots fireballs at you like what I just did, and second, you'll do that, so it'll make lasers blast out of the ground. You shouldn't really have much trouble with it if you're at a high enough level, but this might be one of the first tough bosses in the game you'll encounter. Oh, and as it loses more health, it will also start shooting these fireballs or lasers faster and more frequently. Yeah, but now it's defeated. Oh, and he has a pretty cool death sequence. And here we got the Echo of Bat. Basically allows the bat to use its Echo ability. It doesn't seem really useful at first, but we'll actually be using this in the Catacombs. So I guess I'll meet you. Oh, and I forgot to mention this area, which is directly below the hallway connecting to Olrox's room. And that guy just dropped a Bacillard. Here we get our heart max up, and oh, I don't want that. Now we can use these chakrams to hit the wall here. Yeah, and it'll reveal that secret passage. It will lead to this sword card here, which summons the sword familiar. And what the sword familiar does is, well, it's actually a pretty useful familiar, but a special aspect of it is when it reaches level 50, it'll transform into an actual weapon you can use. You can still use a familiar though, it's just that you can actually wield the sword familiar now, and the attack of the sword familiar is equal to the attack of the familiar's level. So if the sword familiar is level 99, then the sword familiar that you can actually wield will have 99 attack. So this takes us back to Holy Chapel. You can basically destroy that, and this statue will fall down, and yep, so I guess I'll meet you in the Catacombs. Okay, we're now back in the Catacombs. Right now we're right here. So we're going to be proceeding east this time. These slimes can only be destroyed with, I think, elemental weapons, so I can also destroy it by kicking it to death like that. And that's a really disgusting looking creature. large slime. Yeah, that huge ball of lightning, that's what the bone arc does if you let it live for long enough. Okay, here's an interesting passage. To get through it, since you can't see anything, just use the back echo ability and you're able to navigate yourself through these spikes. Oh wow. And when you press this switch, the entire room will light back up. And here we find the spike breaker armor. What it does is, yeah, that's a library card hidden in the wall, but the spike breaker armor basically allows Alucard to break any spikes he steps on. So let's test it out on those spikes that were in that dark hallway earlier. As you can see now, yeah, these spikes don't do anything against us because we can just break them. However, that's not the point of the spike breaker, because the reason why we have to use spike breaker is to break another hallway that's full of spikes, and I think I'll go meet you there. But first I forgot to mention this little hallway in the catacombs. You can now explore it, the ceiling part, now that we have the gravity boots, or if you have the form of bat. The ballroom mask isn't really that useful. And just break this little passage here and we get an ice brand. So next episode I'll see you in the Royal Chapel where our next destination lies. So see you next time.